Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the second to last week in our Get Healthy series. So I wanted this week to take some time to show you some great stretches that you can do. Stretching is super important because you really want to stay limber and loose and not have those muscles tighten up. Tightened muscles lead to stiffness, lead to soreness, lead to inactivity, leads to an unhealthy lifestyle. So keeping everything loose and limber and moving is super beneficial to getting healthy. All right, so as with everything else, what we have been doing is things that you can do throughout your day. So not something that you have to spend hours and hours on or get a lot of equipment for. And I'm gonna do the same thing for stretching. Okay, so a lot of times stretch classes, mine included, you have to get down on a mat and go into a full body stretch and all that good stuff. And that's wonderful. And if you've got time for it, check it out. I've got a couple of those posted on my Instagram TV. But if you don't have time for that, this video is for you. So I'm gonna set the camera down and show you the space that I have, which is space that anybody will have, and get you started on some simple stretches. All right, first things first, when you wake up in the morning, this is something everybody can do. Just take 1 minute of your life to do this stretch. Before you ever straighten your legs out and flex your feet and put them on the ground, I want you to straighten those legs out in bed, point your toes, then flex your toes. See, the rest of my foot is staying straight there. So I'll kind of turn this way. You can see my beautiful little socks there. Point your toes, flex your toes. The next time, you're gonna point your toes and then flex those toes and then press those heels away from you. So now you're getting the bottoms of your feet nice and stretched out. And if you've never done this while laying in bed, you're gonna feel like $1,000,000. You're gonna say, I had no idea my feet were so tight. Because as we sleep, everything tightens up and it relaxes, but it tightens up at the same time. Point that again, toes, and then pull all the way back. So once again, you're feeling that on the bottom of your feet. Now, depending on if you're sitting up in bed, you might feel that in your calves, but I do this while I'm laying in my bed. And then you can open those feet out a little bit. I'll kind of turn this way. So I've started with flex toes, pull it back, open and out. And again, that's just gonna deepen that stretch on the bottom of your foot. Why you wanna do this, you might ask? If anyone has experienced plantar fasciitis, this is one way to prevent that. Just loosen up, limber up those feet before you ever set them down on the ground. All right, another great one to do in bed is just a full body stretch. Mrs. Claus has come to join us again, so say hi. So you've done your feet, now you're laying flat. Take your arms up over your head. Take the right side fingers and toes away from each other. Take the left side fingers and toes away from each other. Do each one of those a couple of different times, 2 or 3 times, just to start to, again, awaken your body and loosen everything up. All right, so now you've started your day by making sure your body's awake and ready to go, and you get up out of bed, you have your breakfast, you do a little bit of the movement that I've shown you in some of the previous exercises. Maybe this is when you throw some of that strength training in, or maybe you just get in the car and go to work. Sometime during the day at work, this is what we're gonna do. Hold that thought. I'll show you next. All right, welcome to my workplace. Yes, I work in a gym, so it's gonna look maybe a little different to your workplace, but the same stretches apply no matter what. So those of you that sit all day at your desk, so it's the same theory applies to when you were sleeping all day and sleeping all night, and you wanna stretch your feet out. Before you get up and go walking around, take a minute to stand up with your hands on your desk. I don't have a desk, so I'm gonna use these. So you're sitting at your desk, place your hands on your desk, stand up, hands on the desk. Now, suck your belly button to your spine and around your back. Let that head drop down. All we're doing is getting a nice stretch in your back. So many times the way people sit at their desk, hunched over, and you don't realize how tight everything's getting. Or maybe if you've got one of those, I have an exercise ball I sit on and you're doing this all day and then that lower back is gonna stiffen up. This is fantastic just to get yourself to come ease your way up, then come all the way up. Now from here, roll the shoulders up and back. As you do that, squeeze your shoulder blades together so you start to open up your chest. Okay, so again, you've been hunched over perhaps, And now you need to open that up. You're just gonna do like 4 circles. Then take your arms out front and reach back behind you. Again, something you can do anywhere. Take 2 minutes to do this. Hold each one of these stretches for about 30 seconds. Or if you don't feel like you have that much time, you know what? 20 seconds will be sufficient as well. Now, I don't know if you can see very clearly, my thumbs are pointing up. What I'm gonna do from here with my arms reaching back, shoulder blades squeezing together, rotate my thumbs behind me and feel how that opens up even more my chest through my arms. Gets a really nice front of your body stretch. It is wonderful if you've been sitting at a computer all day. Breathe into that. Now just relax that down. Oh, it's so perfect. Okay, so now you're gonna go take a quick walk around the office, come back, sit down, do it all again. At some point, you might wanna do another calf stretch. So very easy, you just simply press back and feel that calf as you press your heel down. But one thing you might not realize when you're sitting a lot is your hips can get tight. So while you're standing there at your desk with your foot back, take that hip and press it forward. So I don't know if you can maybe see that my knee kind of follows it as well, but that's gonna open up this hip flexor area, make it nice and loose and comfortable, so that after work, when I get up or you get up and you go about the rest of your evening, you're not all stiff and sore and you've been loosened up and limber throughout the day. Okay, so again, you're gonna hold that 20 to 30 seconds, depending on the time. Release that and either switch legs or switch sides. Other foot back, you can do the calf stretch if you want to, or again, just go for those hips. So hip bone, right now pointing about this direction, I'm gonna press it this way and get that nice stretch right through here. Almost kind of looks like, oh, I feel like there's a movie or something where they do like a silly dance and they're just like, dun, 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 dun. It's like that, but it's a press and hold. So put that music in your head, whatever music you dance to, and press it forward and hold. Feels so, so nice. And release that. Now, later on in the afternoon, again, you've been typing all day, so you're gonna need to do some nice arm stretches as well. So a very simple one you can do is place your hands on your desk like this, and then just lean back. That's gonna get that nice forearm stretch for you. Feels amazing. Might be a little bit sore in your wrists, so just think about pressing back, not pressing down so much. And the reverse of that is palms come up, back of your hands are down. Same thing, pull back away from that. Just a couple more stretches to throw in your everyday. This one, depending on your workspace, you may or may not have a wall close by, but I bet you can sneak off to a bathroom or find a space in a hallway or something and get this done. So this is fantastic, again, for opening up that chest. I would recommend this one if you're extra tight or if you've been working out. This is a good one to do after a workout. So I'm gonna put my back to you. I'm gonna stretch out one arm. So I'm taking my right arm, stretching it out, right against the wall. Now my left shoulder is going to turn. And I'm gonna feel that in my right shoulder, my right chest, down a little bit of my right arm. Again, the longer you hold it, the deeper that stretch is gonna be. You can even use your breathing. So exhale, turn a little bit further, hold that. And of course, the flip side, you're gonna have to do the other arm as well. So this actually is a really good stretch to do right before you go to bed. Just to make sure that you've loosened up and you've had a wonderful day. You've gotten some kind of activity in your day to stay healthy. And now you're going to make sure everything feels relaxed and wonderful. All right. Okay, I could go on and on and on with stretches all day, but there's just one more I want to show you for an everyday stretch. Something you could do anytime. This one is great in the morning. This one is great right before you go to bed. This one is great in the middle of the day. This one is just seriously one of my favorite stretches. So I'll move this out of the way. This is all the space you need. You start here, drop that head down. Then let your shoulders follow. And from here, tighten those abs. Use your abs to roll down slowly. Let that come all the way as far down as you comfortably can. Now, 2 ways you can take this stretch. From this position, if you are feeling stress and you are carrying stress in that upper body, focus on that. So maybe bend your knees so you have that upper body hang, okay? But just let your your arms and your head go. You can grab opposite elbows or just let everything flop. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Give yourself some loosening up and relaxing movement. It's so relaxing. It's so wonderful. It literally lets all the stress and tension that you carry in your upper body flow down your head and your shoulders and your neck. Just relax. They drop everything out onto the floor. And the other thing you can do in this position is get the backs of your legs stretched. So if you bent your knees to get that upper body, now straighten your legs. You're just going to grab behind your legs and on an exhale, pull yourself in. Feel that through the entire back of your legs. Release that. Inhale. Exhale, pull back in. Release that. Then, if you want one more release, just let those arms hang. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Finally, roll yourself back up. Use your abs, not your back. This is not to hurt your back. This is to give you a wonderful, relaxing stretch and release of pressure and tension and worry. Roll those shoulders up. Bring your head up. Now, from here, you can go find that coworker that's been bothering you. You can go find your boss who's been on your back for days. You can get back to that terrible project that you just wish would end already. Whatever it is you have to tackle, you are looser, you are limber, you are ready for that day. You've dropped your stress and your worries on the ground, and you can have a fantastic day, which is going to help your mental health as well as your physical health, which both are important when we're trying to get healthy. Remember, this is the Get Healthy series. This isn't the go to the gym and spend hours there series. This is for everybody, anyone who needs a little boost. All right, I've got one more episode coming up next week. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you are interested in a little bit of nutrition, please hit that subscribe button now. We're going to be talking about nutrition through the perspective of a certified personal trainer and health coach. All right, so just the disclaimer right now, it won't be a dietitian, won't be a nutritionist. You're going to find out what we personal trainers can teach you about nutrition. And it's important and it's good information. So make sure and tune in next week for that. In the meantime, keep moving, stay happy, stay healthy, stretch, drink your water, make time for you, everything we've been talking about over the last 9 weeks. So take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.